sulla faccia, senti come bruciano le gambe, mentre sfreccio sopra ogni pensiero, schiena curva.
My name is Charlie Bennett. Yep, I'm 23 and I got into Rome about 3 days ago. I'm traveling by bike because it sort of like encompasses like a lot of the things that I enjoy. Like I love traveling. I love like exercise, being like in the outdoors and stuff. And I think that it gives you like a really good way to like travel and see different places other than like, you know, like flying or driving somewhere. Like there's something about cycling that just like enables you to see like cities or towns or countries in like a completely different way, which is like a really cool thing to be able to do, and it's really cheap as well, obviously. Yeah, well, the idea of this trip is kind of a long story. Like I first got introduced to the idea of bikepacking almost 3 years ago. I'd just moved to Melbourne and it was just before Christmas, and I was staying in a hostel there and I didn't know anyone, and I got invited to go camping. And I met these people who did this like bike touring, and they told me stories about like cycling from like Sydney to Melbourne over like 10 days, like thousands of kilometers and stuff, like camping. And I really couldn't believe it, which is funny because I'd always liked camping and I'd always liked cycling and stuff. So to think that like I'd never considered combining that this summer, it just, you know, due to other things in my life, I just had this sort of free time where I could maybe go on a trip or whatever. So I decided to do this bike tour from London to Rome. Yeah.
Bicicletta, occhiali da sole, la maglietta gialla, imprendibile in discesa, sfreccio sempre più leggero, schiena curva, agilissimo, prendo fiato, sdraiato sopra l'erba, resto solo, niente più parole, solo un po' di vento mi sfiora.
So I don't know the exact like length of the route just yet. I think it's around 2,000 kilometers, just based on like the amount of time that I was cycling and how much I'd cycle each day. So it took me 20 days and I was doing around 100 kilometers each day. So yeah, I'm guessing it's about 2,000 kilometers. The original route, it's an ancient pilgrimage from Canterbury, which is like a big sort of Catholic city in the UK, to Rome. So that's where I got the idea to go from London to Rome. Yeah, I cycled from London to Dover just in a day, which isn't too bad, and then got the ferry over to Calais, and then yeah, through like all of like northeastern France, which is just very like agricultural, I guess. And then after about 10 days, I think I got to like the Swiss border, and then after about 2 days of cycling in Switzerland, I got to like the main crossing of the Alps, which was pretty like big. It was a pretty big deal. Like I was quite throughout the whole trip I knew that was going to be like the hardest point of it. Bike was weighted up with like 30 kilos of like clothes and camping equipment and stuff, so every little like meter of elevation feels like a lot, and then just a couple of days more to get to Rome. Yeah, and so 20 days in total. I've got mosquito bites that I've started to like itch now, that I don't know why. Like now, it was like a dream for a long time. Like I had this idea and it was like a sort of fantasy, and it was surreal. Like the first couple of days when I was like on the trip, and like when I first set off, it was so strange to be actually doing something that I've been thinking about for so long. It's quite empowering, actually, you know, like to set yourself a task which is like, you know, quite challenging for you. Like it definitely pushed me out of some of my comfort zones and stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty happy about it. Yeah, I'm pretty satisfied.
Bicicletta, aria fresca sulla faccia, senti come bruciano le gambe, mentre sfreccio sopra ogni